Hi everyone, HNM Maras, Professor of Mathematics. But it is not transitive. Every element of this n is an image of some element, 1, 1 and onto property. This is nothing but you just multiply corresponding principal diagonal element. Rate of change of one given, rate of change of other is required. How long will it take? Bounded by two parabolas, y equal to x squared and x equal to y squared. Hi everyone, welcome to Temple of Excellence Vidyashram. This is HNM Maras, Professor of Mathematics. Today I will be taking 2014 Karnataka CET paper. The first paper of the new syllabus, NCERT syllabus. The first question, let S be the set of all real numbers. A relation R is defined on S by A related to B if and only if modulus of A minus B less than or equal to 1. Then R is, it's obviously reflexive and symmetric because any real number you take, A minus A absolute value is 0, which is less than or equal to 1. That is true. Therefore, every element A in R, S, is related to itself, so it is reflexive. Now, whenever A related to B, that is magnitude of absolute value of A minus B less than or equal to 1, that implies B minus A, which is same as mod A minus B, is also less than or equal to 1. Therefore, it is symmetric also. But it is not transitive. To say it is not transitive, you must think of a counterexample. Please see, minus 0.1 is related to 0.8. You can take 0.8 because the difference is 0.8 minus of minus 0.1, 0.9, which is less than 1. And 0.8 is related to 1.1 because 1.1 minus 0.8 is 0.3. That is also true. But you can see minus 0.1 and 1.1. This is not a member of R. That is, minus 1.1 is not related to 1.1 because the difference of this is 1.2, which is not less than or equal to 1. So one counterexample will do. Therefore, this relation is reflexive, symmetric, but not transitive. The answer is D. So go to the next question. For any two real numbers, an operation star defined by A star B equal to 1 plus AB is, see, commutativity, associative, that property is as. So you know very well A star B equal to 1 plus AB, and for commutative property B star A you need to take 1 plus B into A. AB is same as BA, therefore A star B is B star A, it is commutative. But associative property not satisfied because A star B star C is AB plus 1 plus AB star C it becomes, which is equal to 1 plus AB into C plus 1. That is 1 plus AB into C, which is equal to C plus ABC plus 1. Whereas A star B star C in brackets is equal to A star B star C is 1 plus BC, and which is again 1 plus A into 1 plus BC, which is 1 plus A plus ABC. This is 1 plus C plus ABC. They are not equal. So it is commutative but not associative. The answer is A. We shall go to the next question. F from n to n defined by f of n equal to n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd, n by 2 if n is even. Then f is 1, 1 onto. You have to test for 1, 1 and onto property. 1, 1 means distinct elements should have distinct images. See, I can easily see here f of 1 is odd number, 1 plus 1 by 2, it is 2 by 2, 1. Whereas f of 2, it is defined separately for even number, 2 by 2, that is also 1. This is enough to say the function is not 1, 1 because two different elements have the same image. So it is not 1, 1. But I can easily say it is onto because any number you take, n, of this n, it is an image of 2n because
if n is a natural number, 2n is also a natural number. What is f of 2n? This is even, therefore it is 2n by 2, which is equal to n. So for every number you have 2 times that, such that image of that is n. Therefore every element of this n is an image of some element, therefore it is onto. So onto but not 1 1 is the correct answer. So answer is C here. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Suppose f of x is x plus 1 whole squared for x greater than or equal to minus 1. If gx is a function whose graph is the reflection of the graph of fx in the line y equal to x. See, this is important. Reflection in the line y equal to fx means you can easily see here. This is the line y equal to x. Any point you take x comma y, its reflection is y comma x. xy, its reflection in this line is you interchange y and x. So that's nothing but inverse function, you must understand. Y in terms of x, here x is in terms of y. So the relation x and y are interchanged, therefore this function is inverse of that function. Therefore if f of y is taken as f of x is equal to x plus 1 whole squared, you write x in terms of y, that is the function g of x. So this means x plus 1 whole squared is equal to y, or x plus 1 is equal to square root of y. So x is equal to square root of y minus 1. So this is actually g of y. So g of y is equal to square root of y minus 1. Therefore g of x is, you replace y by x, it is root of x minus 1. That is the meaning of this. Indirectly it is given as an inverse function. Therefore gx is that is inverse of that function, is root of x minus 1. So root x minus 1, answer is B. The next question, the domain of the function fx equal to square root of cos x. You know, root of something, square root of cos x, easily you can say cos x is greater than or equal to 0. It cannot be negative. So where cos is positive or 0, you must know cosine is positive only in this first quadrant and fourth quadrant. So this is the domain of the function. Permissible values, x should be in the fourth quadrant or first quadrant. Therefore x lies between, see, this is nothing but 3 pi by 2 comma 2 pi inclusive of this, union this is nothing but 0 to pi by 2. So 0 to pi by 2 union 3 pi by 2 2 pi is the answer. But this can also be represented by x belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2, this is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So there are two ways of representing the same interval. Therefore the domain is either 0 to pi by 2 union this 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, or the same thing can be written as minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So both answers are there. Therefore you have multiple choice irbardu. So you get grace for this question. Okay. Next, in a class of 60 students, 25 play cricket, and 20 play tennis. 20 play tennis. And 10 students play both the games. So 10 in the intersection. 25 play cricket means this together with 10. So you have 15 only cricket. So 20 play tennis means 10 already there. So you have 10. So number of students who play cricket or tennis or both is 15 plus 10, 25 plus 10, 35 is the number of students who play one of or both the games. Therefore, the number of students who play neither is out of 60, how many play? Neither of the two means 60 minus 35, which is equal to 25. 25 is the answer. answer is D. It's a very simple problem. Let's go to the next question. Given 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to half, then the value of tan of sine inverse x by root 2 root of 1 minus x squared by root 2 minus sine inverse x is. See, this condition is very essential, very important. So what I do now, I consider this can be simplified by taking x as sine theta. See, you can always try when you have something under root of 1 minus x squared, you make it a perfect square by putting x equal to sine theta. Suppose you take x equal to sine theta. Then that expression becomes tan of sine inverse of, this is 1 by root 2 into sine theta plus 1 by root 2 into cos theta. I need not write that completely because you know 1 minus sine squared is cos squared, root of cos squared is cos theta, minus sine inverse x as it is. You can write this as it is, which is equal to tan of sine inverse of. Now if you have sine inverse, try to make it a cos of something. If it is cos inverse, make it a cos. So you have choice. See, this can be taken as a cos pi by 4. You know, cos 45 degrees, cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. And sine pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. I make it sine pi by 4 here. See now, it is in the form sine theta cos sine x into cos y plus cos x into sine y. So which is sine of theta plus pi by 4. It's very, very easy to understand. Sine a cos b plus cos a sine b is sine of a plus b minus sine inverse x as it is you take, which is equal to tan of now sine inverse of sine of theta plus pi by 3. See, this cannot exceed pi by 2, that you should know first. That's why this condition given. See, the angle cannot be more than 30 degrees because it is between 0 and half means more than 30. This is pi by 4. 45 plus 30 is definitely less than 90. So I can definitely use that theta plus pi by 4 here. Theta plus pi by 4 minus sine inverse x. Now tell me, what is theta? If x is sine theta, what is this theta? Sine inverse x. So sine inverse x cancels. So it is tan pi by 4, which is equal to 1. So you can easily write the answer 1. So next I go to the next question. The value of sine of 2 sine inverse 0.8. So suppose you take 0.8 sine inverse 0.8 as theta, then this expression becomes sine of 2 theta. Taking sine inverse of 0.8 as theta, this becomes sine 2 theta, which is equal to, now this implies sine theta is equal to 0.8. So this becomes 2 into sine theta into cos theta. You know that sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta, which is equal to 2 into sine theta is 0.8. Cos theta is square root of 1 minus 0.8 squared. You know, cos theta is root of 1 minus sine squared theta, which is equal to 2 into 0.8 into, this is 1 minus 0.64, 1 minus 0.64, that is equal to 0.36, that is equal to square root of that 0.36, which is equal to 0.6. I can write directly 0.6. So which is equal to 2 into 0.8 into 0.6 is 0.48. Okay. Now that is equal to 0.48, that is 0.96. 0.96 is the answer. So calculation ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So this is the way you do it. Okay. So answer for 8th question 0.96, that is B. So let's go to the next question. A is a 3 by 4 matrix and B is a matrix such that A dash B and B A dash both defined. Then B is of the type. So you know A is a matrix of order 3 by 4, and you want to set the order of the matrix B such that A B dash. See, A and B, this is a matrix of order 3 by 4. So what is the order of A dash? You know, if A is of order 3 by 4, A dash is of order 4 by 3. So you should be able to multiply A dash and B and B A dash both. You can write this way. B A dash and A dash B both are defined. So this product exists only when this is of order 3 by something. And this is B A dash possible only when this is something into 4. So that's possible only when this B is of order 3 by 4. See here, 3 by 4. So B A dash possible, A dash B also possible because these two are same. Here these two are same. So order of B is obviously 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 is the order of B. So easily you can get. Just write A dash B and B A dash both possible only when B is of order 3 by 4. So answer is A. Next, the symmetric part of the matrix A. Symmetric part of the matrix, you know, any matrix A can be expressed as sum of a symmetric and skew symmetric matrices as follows. A plus A dash by 2, A minus A dash by 2. This is symmetric part, and this is a skew symmetric part. Symmetric and skew symmetric part. So he wants A plus A dash by 2. So what is A plus A dash by 2? You need not write that completely, but anyway, that is also very easy. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 2 minus 2, 7 is A dash. Just add and divide by 2. 1 plus 1 by 2 is 2, and 2 plus 6 by 2 is 4. Okay, 1 plus 1 by 2 is 1. Here, 1 plus 1 by 2 is 1, 1, 4, and 4 plus 2 by 4 plus 2 by 2 is 3, 1, 4, 3. 1, 4, 3. Where do you find 1, 4, 3? This is not the answer. This is not the answer. I can easily eliminate. Now 1, 4, 3, once you select this, you can eliminate this also because this is not symmetric. 1, 4, 3 is not same as this, so I can eliminate that also. So straight away you can go to this answer. Symmetric part 1, 4, 3, 4, 8, 0, 3, 0, 7. You can go to the answer B easily. So symmetric part. Now the next question, 11th. If A is a matrix of order 3 such that A into adjoint A equal to 10 into I, then determinant of adjoint A is a concept based question. Nice question. You know, A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. This property you know. So using this, A into adjoint A is determinant A into I, therefore determinant A is equal to 10 because of this. So determinant A is 10, therefore determinant of adjoint A is determinant A to the power n minus 1, where n is 3 here. So it is 3 minus 1, which is equal to 10 to the power 2. 10 power 2 is 100. So answer is D. So very easily you can give the answer. Next, question number 12. Consider the following statements. If any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then the determinant value is 0. That is correct. This is right. If the corresponding rows and columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the value of the determinant does not change. Don't get confused with if any two rows or columns are interchanged, then it is different. You are interchanging rows and columns means taking the transpose. So the determinant does not change is correct. But when you interchange rows, the determinant changes its sign. That is different. Here, if the corresponding rows and columns are of a determinant are interchanged means row, column interchange. Therefore, it is transpose. So determinant of a matrix is determinant of its transpose. If any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the value of the determinant changes its sign. This is also perfect. Then which of these are correct? See, A and B, that is wrong. C is also correct. B and C, A and C, and A, B and C, so all are, okay. So if any two rows or columns are determinant interchange, then the value of the determinant changes its sign. All the three statements are correct. Therefore, A, B, C are correct, okay. So answer is D there. The next question, question number 13, the inverse of the matrix. This is a very special matrix. Suppose you have a matrix A 0 0 0 B 0 0 0 C. It's called a diagonal matrix. So inverse of this, see, when you have a diagonal matrix, multiplication is very interesting. You just multiply corresponding principal diagonal elements. Suppose you have this 1 over A 0 0 0 1 over B 0 0 0 1 over C. If A, B, C are not 0, then see how you multiply it. Very simple one. A into 1 over A, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Corresponding elements you multiply. Very rare case. So I use that idea. So inverse of this matrix in such a case is naturally 1 by 2, 0, 0, 0, 1 by 3, 0, 0, 0, 1 by 4. So just 2 seconds job idu. ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕಲ್ಸ್ನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ನಲಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಅಡ್ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬೈ ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೆಂಟ್, ಆಲ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. ಆಲ್ ಅದರ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ 0. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ. Next question, question number 14. If A, B, C are in AP, then the value of this determinant. Please see, this determinant can be written as x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus A. Assume D is the common difference of AB. I use the transformation R2 dash equal to R2 minus R1, R3 dash equal to R3 minus R1. Better you use one row to change other rows. These two transformations I apply now. So x plus 4 minus x plus 2 is 2. X plus 5 minus x plus 3 is 2. X plus b minus a plus b minus a agate. It is nothing but d. Okay. And next x plus 6, 6 minus 2, 4 agate. 7 minus 3, 4. And c minus a, 2d agate. You can observe this is half of it, or this is 2 times that. So when two rows are proportional, that are identical, if you take 2 outside, they are identical, then that determinant equal to 0, you know. Therefore, the value of the determinant is 0. Question number 15. The local minimum value of the function f ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ f dash ಅದು. Local minimum value of the function fx equal to 3 plus mod x. See, 3 plus mod x ಅಂದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ minimum value, ಇದ್ರದ್ದು minimum value 0. Don't see the differentiability, all that. So even if it is not differentiable, minimum value exist ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಏನಂದರೆ 0, 3 plus 0 3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೀತೀರಾ ಅಂತ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್, ನೋಡಿ ಎಫ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡದೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ನಾವು ಎಫ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಫ್ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ 0 plus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 0. Greater than, not at 0, don't try. If x is greater than 0, it is 1 actually, because mod x is x. If x is less than 0, if x is less than 0, derivative is 0 minus 1, because mod x is x if x positive and minus x if x is negative. I use that idea. F dash x. Now tell me, what is the local minima of this? It is minus 1. Minus 1 is the local minima, so you can easily say minus 1 is the answer. For fx, local maxima is, maxima does not exist. Minima, of course, it is 3. Question number 16. A stone is dropped into a quiet lake and waves move in a circle such that the speed of that outermost ripple is 0.5 centimeter per second. At that instant, when the radius of circular wave is 8 centimeter, how fast is the enclosed area increasing? It's a very straightforward question. Given rate of change of radius with respect to time is 5 centimeter per second. At what rate area of the circle increases? This is the question given. So generally, rate of change of one given, rate of change of other is required. So establish the relation between them, A equal to pi r squared, because it's area of a circle of radius r. Now differentiate both sides, dA by dt, that's the required expression, equal to pi into 2r into dr by dt. Now 2 into pi into r is when radius is 8 centimeters, 8, dr by dt is 5, it is 40 into 2, it is 80 pi centimeter squared per second, 80 pi square centimeter per second. So answer is B. Next, a gardener is digging a plot of land. As he gets tired, he works more slowly naturally. After t minutes, he is digging at the rate of 2 by root t square meters per minute. How long will it take him to dig an area of 40 square meters? It's a problem on nodlike rate measurer tara kanutte, but it's a problem on integration. You know, dA by dt, area he is digging at the rate of 2 by root t andaga, dA by dt is 2 by root t anta kottidare. And how long will it take, and what is the time required for area to be 40 square meters, area, digging area. So you now write dA is equal to 2 by root t into dt. So integrating, you get A is equal to 2 into integral of 1 over root t into dt. That is A is equal to 2 into 2 root t. Okay, 2 into 2 root t. Of course, C tagolebekagate, constant of integration whenever. But when t is 0, that is initially, the area is 0, obviously. Starting ಏನು dig ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, so area is 0. Therefore, when t is 0, A is 0. Therefore, C is obviously 0. By putting t equal to 0, A is 0, C is 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, area is 4 root t ಅಂತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Next, ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡಿರೋದು, how long will it take him to dig an area of 40 square meters ಅಂದ್ರೆಗ, if A is 40, then what will be this ಅಂದರೆ, it is 4 into root t ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, square root of t is equal to 10. So, t is equal to 10 squared ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 100 minutes. 100 minutes is the answer. So, answer is C. Next, you have the next question, 18th one. The area of the region bounded by the lines y equal to mx, x equal to 1 and x equal to 2 and x-axis is square 6 square units. Okay, please see, you have y equal to mx, it's a line passing through the origin, slope is m, kottidare. Area bounded by the line y equal to mx, and the next line is x equal to 1 and x equal to 2 and x-axis. See, this bound is given. From one side the line and x equal to 1, x equal to 2, this and x-axis. So, this area is asked. So, the equation of this line is y equal to mx plus c. So, area is nothing but integral 1 to 2 y, that is mx into dx. This is the area, okay, that is given to be 6 square units. Therefore, m into x squared divided by 2 between 1 and 2 is equal to 6, or m by 2 into 2 squared 4 minus 1 is equal to 6. Therefore, m is equal to 6 into 2, 12, 12 divided by 3 agate, which is equal to 4. Therefore, the value of m is 4. So, that's the answer. Now, question number 19. Area of the region bounded by two parabolas y equal to x squared and x equal to y squared. See, this is a standard problem. You have two parabolas, y squared equal to 4ax and x squared equal to 4ay, y squared equal to 4ax and x squared equal to 4ay, the two parabolas. Area between these two intersecting part, this one, is given by 16 by 3 a squared. This is a standard result. You need not do all that integration. This is a memory based question. Whenever y squared equal to 4x and x squared equal to 4ay on the upper parabola and the right-sided parabola. Area is given by this. So in this case, x squared equal to y and y squared equal to x given, I can write it as 4 into 1 by 4 into y. Here 4 into 1 by 4 into x. Both are in that form. Therefore, area is given by 16 by 3 into a squared. Your a is 1 by 4 here. So 1 by 4 whole squared, which is 16 by 3 into 1 over 16. So this cancels, which is equal to 1 over 3, 1 by 3 square units using that idea. So this is a very simple one if you know this. Otherwise, you have to solve and integrate between this and then get it. That it takes more time. So better you use this question standard problem. Next one, the order of and the degree of the differential equation. You may go wrong here. Order is 1 and degree is 1, you may write. But denominator is there, dy by dx. So bring it to standard form by multiplying throughout by dy by dx. Y into dy by dx is equal to x into dy by dx whole squared plus 2 baratte, hege baratte. Now you can see order of the differential equation is 1 and degree of the equation is 2. So order and degree, ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 2 2 1 ಎರಡು ಇದೆ. You have to be more careful. Order is 1, degree is 2. The answer is C. This is the way you do it.